Xander J.
So I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dog looks like.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the very first match of Contract Bash, featuring a co-caster. Do you care to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello everybody. It is the deadliest Muffin Man welcoming you to Contract Bash 2.
Let's go. Yeah. This is my first sequel tournament.
Nezukos is live, by the way, if you want to refresh that.
Okay, I will in a second. I'm just getting the message ready that contains their information.
That would be very important.
Yeah. Joker J said house built on sand is terrorism. Yeah. I mean, what is it? Marrakesh is already kind of a tricky, map. And then, doing the bonus mission. Bonus missions are always kind of harder.
Yeah, no. Joker, someone else picks, your opponent picks what map you play on, I believe, if I'm correct.
Yes. And every map you can make a contract on is legal. There is no ban maps. Which I think actually Contract Bash 1, the 2 training missions weren't available. So I think this is going to be the first Contract Bash with both of those maps, which is going to be very exciting.
Yeah, I feel like you can't really... Can you even create on the first one? Or does it not let you?
No, it lets you create on the first one. There's tutorial which teaches you, but then freeform final tests are separate. As you can see on the K-Kaneta screen right now. Oh yeah, do I need to share you my screen?
No, I just set it up through my own OBS, so it's more active or more accurate.
All right. Nice. So both these players just got their information. Nezukos is still practicing Whittleton, which is wasting valuable time right now. Yes. What is it? ICA facility is legal in this comp. But I believe there is banned themes for it. So, I know Poison Only is. I think currently it might be Poison Only that is banned, as the rest you do have, what is it?
Opportunities to make those kills.
Yeah, to get those kills happening and everything. Even if they are kind of sucky, but at least the, what is it? At least with the, picks and bans only being picked once, you can't just spam the ICA facility every time. So it is kind of a fuck 'em over, but a fuck 'em over that you can only use kind of twice. Anyway, Joker J says lowest time or highest score. The winner is time difference. So we calculate, I believe it's like the contract creator's time. No, it's the contract player time divided by creator. And then, it's like the bigger number percentage. So that way it's completely dependent on the difference between the time compared to just time difference, where if you make like a short speed run contract, then you know yeah, the compared to like a super long contract, the long contract would practically win every time or lose every time, whatever.
It's no one. The viewers don't really need to know. They just need to learn well who wins and let the admin deal with the long overcomplication of it.
Yeah, that's true. It is in the rule set if you do want to check it out. Yeah. Anyways,
Melee only is going to be very interesting.
yeah. Melee only. I know K-Kaneta has a lot of good opportunities. There are a lot of items on New York that are, melee. Well, house built on sand, I believe Nezuko's going to have to bring a good amount of those items in. So,
The thing about New York, though, is I think a lot of the melee items can just be brought in. Is the thing.
that is true. So, you're just going to have to bring them in or do some like clever pathing or whatever. I do like how Kaneta is sticking to the theme of New York by bringing Burial Dagger and Antique.
Yeah, as I feel like as Nezuko just randomly punches someone out, I want to say Screwdriver is really the main one that you have to pick up on the map.
Yeah, like Screwdriver and Scissors. I would say K Kaneta has plenty of good Screwdriver opportunities, but Nezuko, I don't think there's many Screwdrivers on Marrakesh slash House Built on Sand. Like a lot of them are in the consulate, and the consulate is not there for House Built on Sand. So, you know, I do believe that there are a lot of scissors though, so he kind of makes up for that. He does have a good amount of scissors.
Oh, as Nezuko is trying to figure out how to kill these targets by like manipulating the fake NPCs and trying to figure out which ones are fake and which ones are real.
Yeah,
And to get a sneaky kill that's almost hard. That's much harder to get in a regular map.
yeah, no, that's a. I always like to see players take advantage of the fake NPCs. It's always pretty cool. Hello, Shreet. What's up? Uh, yeah. Ken, I haven't read the rules. Probably should if you're gonna be playing.
Yeah, you are correct, Joker. You create on the map your opponent picks for you, basically.
Yeah.
I love
So
how Joker's talking all about this and still has not read the rules yet.
right. I will say the reason why you pick your opponent's map is just so that way it kind of combats against people pre-preparing for contracts. Same for the theme. So you have to like be way more clever about how you kind of prepare for this, because it could be any map and any sub map and all that.
Exactly. Which makes it more challenging. Because if just fair warning, if someone picks Paris for me, I have a lot of weird and crazy things I want to try making a contract. Um, like other maps are going to be much harder, I think.
Yeah. Okay, no. Ban Paris against Muffin Man. Anyway, right now we do see, yeah, Nezuko just mailing a lot of people. I feel like Nezuko's approach is gonna be pick targets and figure out how to do them afterwards. Well, it looks like K Kaneta right now is less focused on trying to figure out what targets to pick. I mean, he is like kind of doing that, but he kind of knows how to kill these targets. Although I do
Yeah, it
find it
looks like
funny how 2 out of the 3 are featured in what is it? Contract Killer Contracts Anniversary. Yeah, which is kind of cool.
I love how Nezuko's just going around killing people and not really worrying about how it's gonna get done. While Kaneta is really like trying to figure it all out at the exact same time.
Yeah. Very interesting strats from both players. Hopefully I know we saw that somewhat backfire on Rocky during the exhibition.
How many targets
Excuse
are
me.
you allowed to kill?
You're able to select up to 5. It could be any range from 1 to 5. There's no
Okay.
limit on that. The only time your selection's limited is the one of each themes. With the one of each themes, you could get any amount from like the pre-selected. So if it's like, I believe one of them's like SMG, assault rifle, shotgun, uh, and then one other, sniper rifle. So you can only do up to 4 with that, but you could still pick like 3 or 1 or 2.
Gotcha. As Zuko killed like 8 people, but marked I think 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, you can only in contracts you can only mark up to 5. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
that's right.
he did those. He kind of did those 5 just to kind of select people, and the others he killed was probably just so he doesn't die.
No, exactly. Yes, Parapluie, the final run, the runs do have to be essayed, but making the contract never does.
Yeah, making the contract, you could be as any percent as you want to, but yeah, final run is SA.
Exactly. As we see Nezuko decide to re-attack and maybe try and do the actual targets without end up killing everybody.
Yeah, like that is the risky thing about Nezuko's approach. Is like, doing the any percent like full run, you kind of, have to think of something quick, either during creation time and figure it out, or even more risky, try to do it during the 10 minutes, which that is the what is it? The one big change from contract batch 1 to 2. Before you had a combined hour for both contracts and you could spend whatever amount of time you want each. But this one, you have to spend 10 minutes on your contract and 30 on the players. So the other person gets 30 more or 20 more minutes than you to play the
It also
contract.
like makes you really have to get that run in and not just be able to like mess around with that and then just last minute get a run in on both and possibly win the match. You got to get runs in on both times at the right time.
Yeah. And like also the fact that with most contracts, that only gives you like 1 or 2 attempts. So if your contract has a bunch of RNG bullshit, you better get lucky. Like
Yeah,
real lucky.
exactly.
Yeah, so now Nezuko is restarting the contract, but a bit more SA than he did before. Of
Yeah, I
course,
think they're actively trying to see the spin to fruition.
yeah. Good what is it? Observation from Camel. I mean it wasn't a VIP guard, but one of the new rules states that VIP guards also are banned. Just because a lot of the time the VIP card is just the, what is it, the main target, except just, followed around. So, yeah.
Isn't that what Kaneta is trying to kill at the moment?
No, I don't think it's a main target. Or,
Oh no, it's
yeah,
not the
maybe
main
it is a
target.
main
It's
target. Oh, wait,
it's
it
the guard that
is.
follows the main target. I
That's
think.
wait. I think that is true. Although he normally doesn't follow her. Normally she's just by herself. I guess in this instance. Yeah. I'll message. What is it? Kaneta about that. I missed that. What?
I don't think he's actually realized how to kill him yet, which is the thing.
Yeah.
He's trying to do at the current moment.
Okay, I DM'd Kaneta. And Camel messaged him as well.
Even better.
Yeah, I missed
Uh,
a message from Nezuko. He said, do you have to do melee or can you throw it?" And the answer is you can throw it. It's just the melee
yeah,
one.
it still counts as a melee kill, does it not?
It yeah, it does count as a melee kill, but in contracts it distincts between melee kill and thrown item kill.
Ah,
So yeah, if it's like
does
melee kill, you can't throw the item at him. You have to get up close and personal.
does fiber wire count as a melee kill?
Yes.
Okay.
So you could bring fiber wire, which would be cool. It would also
Yeah.
be kind of cool to like, what is it? Get a fiber wire on the map and then kind of like use some melee items that force them to bring it in, so they can't bring in the fiber wire.
Oh, that definitely would be quite interesting.
It's next snap. Oh, that's a good one. Since
I
it is,
think it
it
XP wise it is, I'm pretty sure.
I think on contracts it counts as separate, and it's like in spirit, I guess. But also the condition is melee item. I mean, both these
Well,
players
it's
are gonna do it, but
it's
oh, go
melee
ahead.
weapon.
Yeah, I'll put actually a little bit more thought into it and update the rule set to clarify. I don't want to give a distinct answer right now, but that is a good question.
I was about to say
Yeah,
to Parapulis, 47 hands are definitely a weapon.
yeah, like those things are deadly. So yeah, but for now we
As
should be fine because both these
yeah,
players, what is it?
both players are
They
going straight for the melee
yeah.
items.
Yeah, 5 minutes left. I believe Kaneta made a contract.
I think
Nezuko-chan
he's.
is almost
I
there.
think yeah. I think Nezuko's just trying to flesh out the original contract and like seeing if it can be um, essayed. While I think Kaneta's just making sure all the complications is what they want it to be.
Yeah. And he's not going to add any bonus conditions.
It does confirm the contract.
Yeah. And he has like 5 minutes to either practice the contract or try to make another one. But
As
it looks like he's going to
Nezuko
put in some
does
practice.
have a little iffiness because the person was found outside. I'm not sure if is no does no one get seen inside there? That's
Hmm.
crazy if that's true.
Yeah. He does not have enough time to fully figure out, so he either needs
I
to unmark a target in there and sneak past them, or he needs to. Uh,
The person got seen. I think he's just gonna get another kill just to decide. I think you'll be fine because that person didn't see the body's inside until after he opened it. Nezuko opened it. but is doing the, I guess, 5 targets, it looks like.
Yeah, so he's gonna do 5 targets. Uh, Cursed of Blood. That's a pretty banger name. I do like
'Cause it
when
looks like
players take time to give creative names and such. Anyways, go on.
Kaneta's gonna attempt their contract currently.
Yeah. So how this works is that any time you do during the creation phase won't count. So if he gets like the
Yeah.
fastest time of all time, like sucks for him, but you know, every time will only count during the 10 minutes.
As Nezuko does 2 complications, I believe one is a shot, like a pistol or a weapon complication, and then another one was a suit complication, I think.
Yeah.
I couldn't exactly see.
I think
So it's
I
an
think
all
all of them are
suit.
suit, which
Yeah, and
is
I think the complication was you can't change your starting disguise. Yep, as
okay.
King is saying, it's a perfect shooter and no change disguise.
Yeah, those are pretty good ones to add. I would say with complications, you are only allowed to bring in 2 complications, so you can't just spam all of them. So,
Yeah, exactly. As both players are has finished their contracts, it's basically time for them to do their own.
yeah.
Both
Two,
players just a little bit ahead of schedule as well.
yeah, 2 minutes left to, get some kinks ironed out and before you, get game time. Yeah, I am kind of curious to see if the 10 minutes is enough for both these players. Because I know when me and Dynaso were playtesting, we both were able to, but during the exhibition, it was a double DQ. Well, DQ in theory, but DNF for.
I think it depends on the contract, and also just like is a five depending on how long you make a 5-person contract, you could make it last like 9 minutes and you only get one attempt on a big map.
Yeah.
Uh, but I feel like that's against the um, ideas of the tournament. Like you don't want something like that to happen.
Yeah, it's very, what is it? It's just a bad idea to do that because it's very risky. But if it does pull off, then you practically give your opponents less attempts and they have to figure out the contract. So,
No, exactly. As both players are still attempting to preemptively do their contracts, as their scores will start counting once the timer changes and they begin a new run. I would say, right? Because if they're
yeah.
in the middle of a run, that wouldn't count.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. Now they will play each other, or they'll play their own, and then they'll play each other's.
Mhm. Uh there we go. Time has started for both players.
Now, with 10 minutes, you get a spin, basically, or you have a chance of being DQ'd.
Yeah. I
As Pajero and Joker are making some jokes in chat. As we see both players pretty much setting up and working on their straps. They had looked to be perfecting prior to the 10-minute timer beginning.
Yeah. So right now, both players are, they have a couple of attempts to get what they want. K-Kaneta looking on fire at first. We know we saw him practice this bit for, a little while. So gotta
Yeah,
make sure he
both.
hits the right items. Are main targets allowed? No. Main targets are banned. Oh, what were you
Which
saying?
makes sense thinking about it because, as well as Diana, or not, sorry, the name's up for me. I haven't switched it, but Nezuko working on this first set, which they practiced a lot when creating the contract, but will need to remember to not exit the way they did last time, because that ripped them, which was a rough rip moment.
Yeah, but Ooh, okay, quick whoosh. He got over that whoosh. I feel like that lady
Ooh.
was one of the harder targets for him. So
I think
that
the
is
the
good.
bigger issue though that he got was hitting the cleaver without being seen, because I think he had been whooshed multiple times with that cleaver grab. And now is going to take out these and get the kill. With that door closed, I believe I believe Nezuko should be fine for that part, but he's going to do a late kill on the guy below, which I think is what he was planning on doing. Oh,
Ooh,
as he
misses the
accidentally,
brick.
but is fine for the curve. Ooh,
Oh,
this is
but
gonna be tight. Oh, and
oh, he has to reset,
it's
but he still has
unlucky.
time. And it looks like K-Kaneta is about to get a time. If he has like a trank, this is easy, but if not, it looks like it's just going to be a simple throw distract.
Yeah, to get the guard. What counts as VIP guards? Is it just the target guards, or
Yeah, it's the
if they're like?
guards like follow them around. So think
Oh, I guess it would be VIP, the VIP people, which is the targets basically.
yeah, like the bald dude who follows around Victor. That's who
Oh
I think
yes,
about like when I think of VIP guards.
as oh as Kaneda gets a time, but then gets seen by cams and forgot about the cams that were right there and has to restart. Interesting that he ran up those stairs because there's not an exit up there.
Actually, there is.
Oh, that's the window one, isn't it?
Yeah, the
That he was
suicide one.
practicing earlier.
I don't.
Oh,
I
but you
think
need.
he either forgot to crash the stock market, or maybe he had like a different plan or something. Who knows? But
I
either
think it might have.
way,
No, I think the restart was because he got caught in cams and didn't want to deal with destroying it.
that that maybe. I think a little
Oh,
bit of
as
both.
as Nezuko kills himself trying to open the doorway, not far enough away from the explosion.
Yeah, that's rough.
Oh, according to Washio, he also didn't crash the stock market either, so missed two parts of that. What he needed to do is the suicide one. Do you need the specific disguise as well for that exit, or is it just any?
Uh, it's hard to say. I never tried doing it with any other exit, but I think you don't need it. But don't quote me on it or like put it on your tombstone. Like that'd be pretty
So
weird.
someone in chat will know. That's
Yeah.
that's what I've learned to very much learned while casting is someone in chat will most likely know.
Yeah. Chat's always helpful. Thank you, chat. We appreciate you.
It seems like the 5 targets might be a is what's going to happen because it gets I guess more chance for errors and everything. That people like doing the 5 target. Oh, as Nezuko gets a big whoosh but gets away with it.
Very nice
And
from Nezuko.
Kaneda does use the fiber wire that is on the map.
Yeah. I believe like with the ones he picked, there isn't really too much room unless you want to try to go into the what is it? Unless you're trying to go into that one room,
I think
like oh yeah, the
also by
vault.
if Kaneta's specified exactly what items for each kill, it's to the point where you have to find those items, but you can't bring all of the ones you need.
Yeah, K-Kaneta having a little bit of trouble with the throw right now. This will affect time, and
Should
based off
K-Kaneta not just be able to KO him? Or oh, I guess because the other guy's close by, you might hear it.
yeah, and then like make some noise.
Yeah.
Oh, front KO'd.
Oh,
No, that's gonna
as
affect
he
things.
as he just bumps it with only 3:20 left. If they're on a run while the time's ending, do they get to finish their run?
No.
Oh, so both players have just about 3 minutes to complete their run, both starting their runs again. I want to say K Kaneta might have a quicker chance because Nezuko does run a bunch.
Yeah, this. I will say there is more of a risk because I was looking at K-Kaneta's timer. His timer was like at 2 something. So.
Yeah. Very interesting. The match could be over within its beginnings.
Yeah. I feel like we might
Um,
see that a bit more, at least during the early stages. But
yeah, as players are getting used to it, because like I'm personally not planning on picking 5 targets a for like maps and stuff because it's too complicated and you're trying to get way too many things to work, in my opinion.
ooh, trying to get that camera refuses to lock on, but he gets
No,
it.
it seems very painful for K Kaneta.
Oh wait,
As
he left the Tanto. Don't know if he needs that or not.
I believe he needs it for a later kill, but does not need it at the current moment.
Okay, as long as
I
he
want to
picks it
say,
up then.
as it looks like Nezuko is making it more complicated to try and get all the kill conditions needed. As almost gets seen tranking, but we'll get it off.
All right, I think Nezuko barely has enough time. I will say, even though
As
technically the extension like doesn't count, I will have some buffer seconds for like if it's like very last minutes, mainly for
I will
like
say, under a minute left. I both player Neta has 1 target left. Nezuko has 2 targets, but no, gets gets seen. Oh my
oh
god,
yeah, 40
that's it.
seconds left to complete your contract. Now it's practically K
All
Kaneta needs to beat his contract or else it will be a what is it? Double DNF. Oh,
which
but
is gonna
he
be
has somebody
crazy
puking.
as
This is gonna be
he
mad
has him
close.
puking. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting.
Body
With
found.
oh,
No.
oh, oh my god,
Oh,
a
that's a
double. Yeah, yo. So will they then play each other's maps, and if someone finishes, they win, or will they not even play each other's maps?
that's GG. Uh, because yeah, if you don't finish your contract, it's done. All right, so that's the first match of Contract Bash 2. Damn, very close. Should there be an extension if both finish? Nah. Nah. Anyways, let's go look at brackets right now.
All good. All good. I think now that this first match will change how the rest of the tournament goes. I think. I don't think both people will pick five. I think it's more about you pick a contract you can get a time on, and then try and make it as quick as possible. Exactly. So well, now both players can't go to the losers bracket from this match. Now you gotta buy into round three if you win round one. It's crazy. Oh, fun. Yeah, match that would be match 13. Yeah, that would be me, Rocky, or I believe Pajero or Binasso will face off with one of these players. The crazy end to match number one of Contract Bash. Very interesting to see how this affects the rest of the tournament as well. Cuba. Yeah, I think Time Cube's doing just some regular practice on Colorado, going through all the maps before World Championships. I, as Pajero is making some last minute attempts to let you give them some more time. No, it's you got to be smart with your contract creation. Like
Easy.
you can't just pick five contracts and say, "Oh yeah, I'll beat it in 10 minutes," and they won't be able to.
As long as I'm patient and I shoot the left side of the camera box. She didn't hear it.
It changes the whole tournament, and I think the next